we'll get back in action here. We've still got plenty to cover. We'll be moving on to our county funding. County general fund is on page number 7. I think we got a couple of accounts we need to kind of figure out to get us an exact number of what we can work on. And with that, we'll start with 911, that account, that budget. And the table of contents in there. Where we at?
48, page
48?
48.
48.
Lost it off the screen. Yeah, I'll go over that.
Well, so that's all of page 48. All right, there we go. All right, everybody following along right there? Other contracted services, proposed budget $203,663. Your motion to approve.
And there's no change between last year and this year?
No change. I thought that what they request, 79,000.
Yeah, but it's shown on here, there's no 2017, 2018 actual are both the same. 2018.
Quick addendum or question or statement, or however you want to word it off.
Yeah, let's hear it.
So their initial funding proposal that they requested for this year was an increase of $79,714. During the conversations that we had during the hearing, we decided not to give them that increase, and that's where some of the conversation about the bonus came up, and some, I guess, some further information from them. I think that they're trying to explain that the monies that they are using to pay salaries is requested by the state of Tennessee to not be used to actually pay salaries, to be used for, hardware and software.
I think that his email was kind of trying to explain that also.
However, here it says that Carter County pays two supervisors and 5 telecommunicators. Basically, they're wanting to have us fully take over, I guess, funding those positions, and that's why they're asking for that approximately $80,000. So just a quick addendum on that to kind of figure out where we're at.
Okay, go ahead.
Sorry, I spoke with former police chief working today. He stood on the board. He said that they talked about this year ago, and he suggested, I believe, that they spread this out over many years instead of trying to get people one lump sum. And that would be my suggestion. We look at it if we want to do it over 5 years or 10 years. If you did 5 years, it's basically 80,000, 16,000 a year. Putting the 32,000 next year, 147.
So basically they get a $1,000 bonus for the next 5 years.
Well, basically what they're going to do, they're going to put this money and start using that surcharge money to fund equipment, radio.
But my thought process on this is they're really just going to be shifting money from somewhere else. So this, just this 80 grand was this 1 year as bonuses that were going out. So, I mean, if they have to use the money on radios, well, now they can just move the money on radios that they had before and move it over towards salaries. And they can move whatever they had on equipment over towards salaries. So it's really just a shifting of money. And that they were just wanting the 80,000 just for bonuses.
There's some money that they can't use for salaries over there.
Right, that's what I'm saying, is they were just shifting.
And 2 years ago, they gave the employees about a $15,000 bonus.
I don't know if that's accurate or not. But 5,000 is the number that they received last year.
Well, maybe 3 years ago, they get 15,000.
Yeah, I think Mr. Bailey, he was trying to say we're losing people. I mean, just like sheriff's department is, we train them up and it costs to train them, and then where we can't pay them with starting salary 21.5, they just can't retain those employees. That was what he kind of wanted to everybody understand and know. But the proposed budget, $203,663.
But that's less than 79,000 because we had chosen not to fund that, so.
They're not deducting we were given, for instance, 8,000, it's not being deducted from anything else. So the amount as giving the extra $8,000. Where it goes, that really doesn't matter because they're still getting an extra 80,000.
Yeah, then they can basically do with it.
They'll make it shift around wherever they want to.
Right.
So, and on these right here, it's basically, well, maybe this one, can we change this number on our own? Or is this one we have to go yes or no, I mean, on this budget? Good.
So they're basically, they're asking for 283,000. This is to round, kind of round up.
Their document says 277,732.
277,
732.
thank you, sir.
Extra.
What their number was. Like I said, that's what their numbers say from the bank.
Their request.
Yeah, it's an increase of $79,714 is what they have listed. It says total of $277,732.
Either way, whatever, I mean, it's a really hard decision of what number we want to fund.
I can understand if they would cut on that much, and then they're like, we're left behind dry here. Well, that's why I was gonna come and ask for this, but I'm sorry, I don't see this.
Yeah.
There are no agrees verbatim. It says the Tennessee Emergency Communications Board instructs districts to not use 911 surcharge revenue to pay for dispatcher's salary or benefits if the district has entered into interlocal agreements with local governments for their dispatch, to do their dispatch services pursuant to PCA 786-107. So that's just their little note that they learned as to one of their explanations while they're requesting that increase. I guess for local funds to pay for all those, to actually pay for the salaries, or the rest of the salaries, I guess.
So I guess that they were asking for this 80,000 to replace the 80,000 of what they're losing, but they were, I don't know.
I wasn't under the impression that it was mandated yet by the state.
It's just frowned on.
Aggressively discouraged.
Kelly, remember that comment you made about the school system?
Yeah.
That's, yeah. Just round the
I
clock.
mean, I say we want more money, but I don't, you know, but until it's state law mandated for it.
We can always consider a percentage rate or something like that if that's wanted to be discussed or considered. But,
Well, if we go with the whole 3% package,
Over $6,000.
Their other explanation says that the salaries and benefits were calculated based on the average individual cost for a supervisor and the average individual cost of a telecommunicator. The staffing level is absolutely required based on current call volume and not based on call volume from 26 years ago. The staffing level will most definitely be necessary in the years to come. And it says that increase will cover salaries and benefits for 2 shift supervisors and 5 public safety telecommunicators, is what that increase represents.
thank you, Mr. Grasstaff.
Make a motion.
Yeah.
Make a motion to give them $10,000, be basically a 5% increase. That would allow them to shift 10,000 out of the surcharge fees to use towards equipment upgrade. What do you think about that?
So that'd be 213,663s. All right, motion on the floor by Mr. Hill to fund ambulance emergency medical service at $213,663. Here's second.
I'll second.
Second by Mr. Grasstaff. Any more discussion? No, Abby, you got that one?
It was an increase of 10,000, so to bring it to 213,663.
Yes, ma'am.
Willie Campbell,
Yes.
Patty Woodby,
No.
Ronnie Trivet,
No.
Isaiah Grindstaff,
Yes.
Ross Garland,
Aye.
Travis Hill,
Yes.
Aaron Frazier, Kelly Collins.
No.
Motion passed 5-3.
Next item will be the planning department, I think. There was a separate sheet on that, I think. It's fine. Where is that?
It's on the second part of this one. Second part of the rate sheet.
There it is. Right. It's a two-page handout there. So, general fund budget comparison, planning department, the original request, 293,806.44. We came back adjusted with a 3% raise, 272,390.64.
Can you repeat those numbers again?
The original request, 293,806.44. Adjusted by budget committee, including the 3% raise, 272,390.64.
If I can, one of the biggest issues here, these numbers are adjusted with 3% raise. I think that we need to maybe discuss what raise and percentage we are going to give. If we're all sure we're going to give a 3% lower or higher, and then come back to the planning budget. Just to have those numbers to, either add to correct, or to send back, or whatever.
So we need to do the department tracker before we look at the last one. Did you hear a piece of the puzzle?
Do we have the option on this one too? Is it, can we set that number on this one? No? So this original request should be the one that we need to vote on
It's either
first.
up or down on the
Right. Okay.
However, we do need to make
recommendation.
recommendation, even though we can't vote on that, to say, okay, we want to do a 3 or 5 or 7 or no or whatever.
Okay.
That they have numbers to go off of what we are looking for.
All right. Let's set this one aside just for a second, and we'll get to the tractor issue. That's something we can decide. We're going to use that money to take excess funds that are available and have the parking rec. And you've heard Mr. Gooch's presentation right there in the handout as well. I feel like there is a need for that, but open the floor up for a motion to provide the tractor for them.
I'll entertain a motion for 20,000.
$20,000.
And then I would offer a friendly amendment to that, that it be set aside until we can get Josh involved to find out the logistics of the tractor and how we can do it.
Okay. You accept that, Ms. Whitney? Here's a second. There's second on that motion. Is that the motion right there?
Well, like I said,
Okay, that's.
I will offer a second up on it if necessary.
Go ahead and do that.
All right, second.
Okay, second.
Moving things along.
Yes, there we go. You got all that, Miss Abby?
I'm sorry.
So yeah, it is to fund the parking recs, $20,000 for the purchase of a tractor to be used by them at Rome Mountain. But on the stipulations, it is run through our county attorney to, I guess, follow the correct procedure of insurance and ownership.
So $20,000 for the tractor, but set aside to allow county attorney to research legal issues involved.
Sounds great. All right, Leland's, yes.
Ken?
That's, you're fine.
Oh, I was going to ask Ken, I don't, you're also pretty good at your, basically your fund balance, right? I think the last meeting I sat in for you all, you had about 50,000,
Yes.
25,000 committed to the Gap Creek part. Could you take the funds out of that to cover the difference?
If we have to, we need it, I'm convinced that we need this thing badly enough so that if we can't get the full amount, we're going to try to find it someplace else. Round Mountain Recreation Foundation may want to do some fundraising. I'd rather have enough money to make sure we got all the accessories we need, but if it's $20,000, you can give us, it's $20,000 we'll take, but I would sure appreciate 25.
That's why I would say that 25, I want to make sure they at least get the base model and the mower that they need. I mean, the attachments can always come at a later time when they can do fundraising.
Will 25 purchase the base, what you need?
25 will purchase the base, and it'll buy the tractor, and the trailer, and the mower. I'm not sure what else it will buy.
That's going to be your main function, is mowing with it. So, I mean, that's what
The
we got.
primary purpose is mowing, but understand, there's construction and there's maintenance to be done where we need the other accessories. And I'm convinced that we need it badly enough, so we're going to find the money.
I just want to make sure we get enough money to cover at least the mower, the trailer,
25.
the mower, I mean, and the tractor. That way, the foundation, if they wants to
Yeah.
pay for a attachment, then,
25 would cover the basics.
so that, I guess that'd be my, friendly, your friendly amendment.
If Patty, if she's willing, if she's, will accept that.
I will accept that, yeah.
25,000, money coming from the general fund.
Yes.
But we have to go through the county attorney to make sure that we handle any of the legal niceties, okay? So, am I correct in that?
Absolutely.
I think that's,
I don't want you guys to get in trouble. I don't want the county to get in trouble. I don't like state lawyers. So let's put it that
So
way.
that could be put somewhere until we confirm all of this before the money's released
yeah,
for the
yeah, all-
construction.
I
Totally agree.
think we find that very acceptable and would greatly appreciate it.
all right. Isaiah, sorry.
I was going to say the same thing that you want to say. Their initial request in the document that they provided was for 25,000 for the tractor. So I'm going to do with it.
All right. Anyone else? If you're on board with that, call the roll, please.
Willie Campbell. Patty Woodby.
Yes.
Ronnie Trivet. Isaiah Grindstaff. Ross Garland. Travis Hill. Aaron Frazier. Kelly Collins.
Yes.
Unanimous, motion passed.
All right, motion carries.
Thank you, Ken.
Ken,
Thank you all. It's really appreciated.
our crown jewel up there, you gotta take care of it, right? Okay, that'll get us to, everything on our general fund that we, of course, planning, but we need, I guess, to get in our mind what percentage raise that we want to provide for employees. 3%, like everybody else. Well, I mean, we've come in, it looks like some surplus excess money. It's been talked about 3%, 4%, 5%. There is a sheet provided that does include those numbers. And we appreciate those guys for providing that for us.
So we're running 103,000.
And yeah, I guess this would be the most accurate number we have at this time. And you can see that unassigned fund balance excess, $103,031. Everybody see that? There we go.
Just keep in mind that this planning budget could come into play, change that figure. Because it's, what's in there now is just a 3% raise.
Okay. But yeah, that's what, like, we're, I guess, really trying to get to that number before we get to the planning number. I think we want to provide that at the same percentage, of course.
The only thing that I would say is on this remaining $100,000 is we may, instead of spending it this year, we may want to reserve it for next year's budget or something similar to that, because let's say we go ahead and bump up to 4%, that's another 60, basically 62,000 or so. If we go up any higher, we're pushing right up 90,000 at a 4.5% raise. And if we go that high, we have to look at it that we will be on the hook for those for the remaining duration. So we're saying this year's budget, is going to be a low point for the next X years. We hold on to it and we're like, hey, we can do it again next year. I'm fairly certain everybody would be thrilled to have another easy 3% raise next year and not everybody have to pay any taxes. I'm all for people getting raises, please don't crucify me for it. But I like being frugal when it comes to stuff like that, and I don't know if it's, I mean, if we can earmark it for next year or something like that, but.
It's good.
I agree with Mr. Frazier. I'd like to see it be at 4%, but also I want to see 6% training next year. And I guess my question goes to Captain Smith, have we got the medical renewal back yet?
Like 31st.
So we've got that on the table as well, which may come in higher.
Good.
So that's something else we need to be mindful of. I am all for folks getting raises. The county employees work ridiculously hard for everything that they do. And
Yeah, you're right, I think we all can agree with that.
What about 3.5?
Basically,
so 3.5 would be pretty good on there. I think if you start going above 3.5, you start digging too deep into that extra 100 grand that we'll have floating. I understand it's 100 grand, but I mean, we're also talking about doing a ton of economic development over the next X years as well. So it would be.
we're looking at about 37,000 if we didn't have the 0.5% for the general fund.
Of course, I mean, insurance premiums up at 10% has been budgeted here. That could come up higher, I guess, also, so a little more savings there, so it's something to consider. So,
I'll put that on the motion at 3.5.
I'll say,
that's to give all county employees, including the planning department, as well, that's the number that budget for. Is that right, Ms. Collins?
Yes, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I thought that.
3.5%. Yes.
I was going to.
Yeah, the motion would be to include a 3.5% raise for all county employees to include the planning department.
What's that, the county?
That's what you're at.
Well,
Can't vote on it.
This directly impacts, I mean, I actually can't vote because it directly impacts me as well, because my wife,
I was just gonna say the same.
well, actually, my wife's on the school board.
Well, no,
We're not on the school board, she's in the,
you vote for the entire,
No,
Right.
you can vote on the general budget, however, we can't vote on something that directly impacts our benefits or our wages.
And that's.
It's like a motion specific to a raise.
Right, like,
Yeah, so we
So-
can't choice
you
on
can
that.
vote,
because the school board's done separate.
Correct.
Okay, thank you.
but us three cannot.
But Josh has explained before, if you have to abstain for cause, that lowers the threshold for what's needed for majority.
Yeah,
correct.
Because you don't count against the quorum for the meeting.
right.
Correct.
Which right now, we're just doing general fund, don't forget, we had solid waste and highway, we're going to be doing the same races across the board for them as well, so they're going to be coming up next.
Didn't we already include their raises in the budget that we already had thrown in?
Yes, I'm just talking about the 0.5% you guys are adding to general fund right now, the number that was given to me is just for general fund.
Okay, so we're looking at another 47,000 on top of the 30 some odd thousand we just approved. Right?
You're looking at pretty much making a half of that.
$1,700 for solid waste and $66,000, $6,350 for power.
Each fund had some savings from the health insurance decrease.
Yeah.
all right. Everybody,
Who was the second on this motion?
103,000.
yeah, it's just like a surplus.
That's where you
Fund
take it
balance.
from, this 3.5%.
Yeah, that was second by Mr. Hill. Everybody okay with, if you're able to vote and all that? Yes?
Who all has to abstain for cause? I know Patty, Isaiah, Willie. Do you, Aaron?
My wife's is built into the school board budget, so this doesn't affect it.
Okay.
So really, like half,
Okay.
on the highway.
All right, you don't have
We
to.
would have, we could vote on the highway.
yeah, and solid waste.
It's all like that.
All right.
Right.
So on general fund, we have Patty and Isaiah abstaining for cause. So that brings our quorum to 6, which means we would need 4 to pass.
Right.
And say, no, don't do it. Because I've already done it a couple of times.
Yeah.
The worst thing that happens is if somebody calls the vote out, then we go back to the vote. It's not.
I know. I'd rather not do it.
Right. Okay.
But it must be
Yeah.
challenged before another vote's taken. It has to be challenged in the same meeting.
Correct. Before the furtherance of business.
Robert Rules people are really good. Here we go, let's call for the vote. Ready for vote?
We're on general. Motion is.
Yeah, we're on general fund.
Wow.
You don't have to recognize it.
He did not say that, did he?
No, he didn't say that. His restate the motion was to give 3.5% raise to general fund employees, including the planning department. Okay, right? Money to take it from the general fund. Okay, yes, sir. Okay, yep.
Willie Campbell? Ronnie Trivet? Ross Garland?
Aye.
Travis Hill? Aaron Frazier? Kelly Collins?
Yes.
On behalf of my employees, thank you.
All right, thank you. Motion carries on that. Okay, so that can, we can get those numbers put in, see what budget's adjusted. We got ideas in this. We can move on to the planning department.
What was the total on
So that makes it what?
Leave it 66,247 remaining.
Nothing wrong having a little extra. Nothing wrong having a little extra.
Well, some of that's gonna go away as well as we get into the other two, so.
Yeah.
All right, I guess planning department will be the next budget to address. Well, planning department.
Which is the back page.
Can we get a number? Can you put that in there? Okay, yes, sorry.
Just look at the bottom number, do you want everyone to?
Just the payroll.
Just do it this sheet. Do it this sheet.
Yeah, that is.
So just gonna raise it by 0.5%.
Here it is. Maybe see it a little bit.
Wait a minute, the director here's getting a 13,000.
Can you go ahead and increase that 3.5%?
Huh?
Just increase it half, so half.
Yeah.
I'll wait till we get that.
Yeah.
Ronnie? That last column is how much it's different from the request, not,
Okay.
The original request is the 65 and
Okay.
That's just the difference on that back from
Okay.
the last call.
Need to roll the computer, right?
You're not gonna let us see. Take your time, take your time.
what about a James?
We're all spreadsheet pros here, aren't we?
Pull the plug, brother.
Pressure on everybody watching.
Just time.
Because I know he spends way more time in Excel than I do.
Yes. That's a pretty good move, Mike.
We got time being around a while, showing us all the numbers. Take your time, sir.
We definitely get our time.
Brad's not here, so somebody can.
That's true. reading the fees, I don't believe that, so this isn't actually dragging the 6.3% everything already in there. I don't know that. My bad.
I don't know.
I can create formulas in this second. Thanks for doing this project for that. That's your on the job training. Yeah, nice, right. That's retirement is 14.94, right? 14.94,
All the employees aren't paid.
I know, and that's the issue. Is, is the medical insurance updated in here already?
Yeah.
Which we say, medical insurance is updated, medical insurance is updated. And then total. I'm trying to get
What's somebody supposed to
What was the
resign?
percentage?
I know.
And it wasn't because I'm
Do what?
I said, what's somebody supposed to resign?
Oh, yeah, somebody
I
was.
said, it wasn't because I'm.
Don't worry about it. Check that site.
I'm making a motion for back.
Sure, just, I don't know.
If we need to take a break or something like that, yeah, feel free to, tell us water bottle. Yeah.
I know, well, what's going on down here?
Just waiting for you to get up. Because there's already 3 in there, I just added.
You said I had.
Yeah.
Do you want to change that 3.5 just to?
Yes, yeah.
Just to be the.
Yay.
All right. You get paid overtime, man?
Comp time, so.
Now, the bottom line on the insurance, medical insurance, shouldn't that be showing a negative decrease?
The issue is, so I asked for if he had already updated medical insurance, and he said yes.
Mr. Chair, point of order.
Sir.
I thought from our discussion in the presence of the county attorney, you all either approved what the planning commission sent you, or you sent it back to.
We're going to, but we're sending it back with a recommendation.
That's perfectly acceptable, I suppose, but you can certainly just tell her to come back with another budget. That you're not going to approve is $293,000. Is it up or down?
Yeah, I mean, we need to And that was in my mind there, thinking about that. We've got to approve the original request first of all, or not approve or vote on the original request.
Well, if I'm not mistaken, there was a vote and it was no, and then we sent back, and I made the motion that we approve at 3%, and then that one passed.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
right, that's right.
So the first one has been voted on.
When was that at?
That was the,
Last budget meeting.
no.
On Monday?
Not the
That's
last.
probably the one, that I think I had to leave on that one.
No,
We voted on it, we don't really vote on it.
It wasn't, you couldn't vote during a hearing.
Oh, okay, so that's what it was, so now that it has been happening.
Okay, so what should be brought to the floor now is the original request of 293,806.44. And
That's
that's,
just the salary benefits portion.
okay. All right.
You mean to pull up the actual request, the full request?
Yeah, I mean, we can probably go from here, I think. Just this portion of the budget.
I'll make a motion, we accept the 293. Original request.
Well, I mean, I guess we need the total budget,
Yeah.
and don't we?
Can I make a statement, Ron?
Totally, yeah.
Ronnie, I think you questioned her about the arrangements.
Yeah, I see what I've done. Now they've changed it, some money they got me hauled around here.
Pull your motion.
That's not the original request.
This is the original.
That's the original. You need funding up.
Yeah.
But just as far as the salary side, yes, it's the original request.
Funded about a $15,000 raise.
I see you've got it right
You
now.
need to vote the whole,
Let's see the total number, whatever.
turn
it
to
is.
page 28.
Copy over the, on paper, portion, all funds now.
So the original budget
All funds.
has additional medical in it. It should show a decrease on there.
Yeah, according to the bill.
That's all legal.
You don't think it's comments on the bill?
Don't get that.
It's good,
Copy over.
yeah. You just pull the total over, 95,310, on paper. You just key in the other sheet, 95,310.
Just add it to that number, yeah. Yeah, I'd just take that one cell, I guess, and copy.
If you add 95,310, that worksheet you were just on for planning,
So we said, that's total non-payroll he's getting ready to take, 95,310. And add it to this 293,806. There you go.
It did.
No.
Well, just-
95,310, but there you go.
Well, that's good.
How come you had 95?
Well, that was the non-payroll from the original request.
Yeah, that's like,
You're saying for-
office supplies, copier, everything like that.
So
Gasoline, all
Gasoline,
that.
office, on payroll stuff.
that is the original request, 389,116.44 from planning. And that is what we need to approve right now. Vote yes or no, which we need a motion.
I'll make a motion, we don't accept 293, or the 389.
Here's a second.
The motion. I'll second. 309.
It's to not accept.
The motion is to not accept.
To reject their
To
budget.
reject the budget, 389,116.44. Motion by Mr. Hill, second by Aaron Frazier. Talk about that.
Sure, I'm not against these people getting a raise. Yeah, extra duties, deserve a raise, but that amount of money is, I can't agree with that.
Danny, whenever you're ready, take your time.
Do that back, I'm like, another job?
Oh, we need to buy happy days. So we need to buy happy days for doing
We're voting on 398.
Last time I did minutes for Ross, he did buy me lunch.
Hey,
It's either yes, you accept it, or no, you don't.
But the motion's not to accept it, so.
The motion's not to accept.
Don't accept it.
Reject, don't say not accept,
Well,
say reject.
sorry, forgive me.
So the motion is to reject the budget of 389,116.44. Right. And you would be in favor of rejecting it.
Willie Campbell,
Okay.
Patty Woodby,
Yes.
Ronnie Trivet,
Yes.
Isaiah Grindstaff,
Yes.
Ross Garland,
Aye.
Travis Hill,
Yes.
Aaron Frazier, Kelly Collins.
No.
Motion carried 7-1.
All right, I don't think it's, I mean, he can see the recommendation if he wants to adjust his budget. You know, he's gonna have to come back to us with the adjusted budget, would include the 3.5% raise, Chris.
You can send a recommendation, Brad, and, we got 10 days. Have your recommendation. I'll take it back on board.
Yeah, I mean, if it's not gonna take 10 days to figure it out, I mean, I guess
We
we'll
still have to meet.
His board still has to vote on it.
Taxpayers' money, have a special meeting, just.
Okay, well, that's,
Because they already have a meeting set for 11 days from today.
Okay.
So,
I didn't recommend, if we're not going to approve that much, we're about to put the economic development. He was, economic guy.
Go back to the mayor's office.
I don't know, is that right?
That wasn't working, so.
We also assigned him a position of project manager for things happening in the county. I think you need to revisit that as well.
Well, it'll come down to, once it goes back to the planning, they'll come back to the budget, it'll be yes or no again, so we gotta consider that. And we hope you guys will consider it as well for your board, but we understand.
Quick question.
Yeah.
When did you say the meeting was?
it's 11 days. It's the Tuesday after commission.
I thought they had 10 days to bring it back before us.
You don't want all of that.
Do you want us to have,
It's actually
well,
supposed to be 10 working days, but we'll have a meeting anyways.
Well, you'd have to put it in the paper.
mm-hmm. And there's,
An appointment's paper published, so you might as well just keep 11 days.
he and I had this,
Well, I
Director-
have a meeting, then turn around, special call meeting,
Yeah.
waste $600 there, and the next day have that regular meeting, it's already advertised.
plus the cost of advertising the meeting in addition to the cost of the salaries of the people coming to the meeting.
I'm just curious,
Yeah.
I mean, that's what we've been told multiple times, is you have to do what the law does, have to do what the law does, and that's why we get copies of it given to us.
Yeah.
I was just curious about what you consider that day, so I was trying to.
All right.
I mean, if you all want them to have a special call meeting, I'll advertise that. Just
No, I'm good with it, I just didn't know why, that's why.
after the meeting Monday, I'd ask them about that because I was going to try to go ahead and get a PO approved in advance just in case this happened. But they said where they already had the meeting scheduled to go with it.
10 days would be more than that anyway, with it.
Mhm. Yeah.
So it'd be
Only
next-
with the regular scheduled meetings on Tuesday.
Well, that'll work, what we got in line. Okay, we move on from planning, I guess that'll get us to, everything, I guess general fund be okay, or we need to do some solid waste? All right. Yeah, that's fine, well, we got Roger, he's here as well, but, let's start with, we've got this facade here that was brought up, thank you, Kelly. Page 46 in your packet. And proposed 1920 budget, $274,000, 587.52.
We understand the city is doing
125, and that is an increase, I think, is that an increase?
That'll help.
Yeah, that's good. Do you have any motion to approve 274, 587.52?
I'll make that motion.
Because the page 46 is just salaries and benefits.
Yeah.
Page 47 is
Oh.
the long run. Just, yeah.
There we go. So, okay, 419, 612, 52. Thank you, Isaiah. Kelly, you want to continue with that motion to approve that? Motion by Ms. Collins, your second.
I'll second.
Second by Mr. Grindstaff. Any discussion? Ms. Ryan, call the roll, please.
Willie Campbell,
Can't vote on this.
for the animal shelter?
Animal shelter, yeah, yeah.
Did you say yes?
Yeah.
Patty Woodby?
Yes.
Ronnie Trivitt?
No.
Isaiah Grindstaff?
Yes.
Ross Garland?
Aye.
Travis Hill?
No.
Aaron Frazier?
No.
Kelly Collins?
Yes.
Motion passed 5-3.
We had a gutter back, Rob.
Pardon?
Good, had a broken gutter on back there. Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I think so.
I didn't hear you guys. My bad.
All right. We could, I guess, the highway department is a separate fund as well. We want to go there.
Can I make a statement, please?
Yes, ma'am.
I do appreciate you, but I do want you all to recognize how hard that Chris does work on the shelter. And our animals down there in that animal shelter could have been burned to the ground if he had not came in and found some of the problems that he did. I know he spent countless hours on it on Saturdays and Sundays when his weekends off. So I really want you all to know how much hard work he's put into that shelter and the money that he is saving us on our next budget.
Thank you for the statement. No, that's just what they want to say. Highway, page 71. Page 72.
You can go to the total sheet, so it shows the revenues, it's together, You're looking for highways specifically? You just have so quiet, and so you're in the budget. They're all at one time. They're all at one time. And that's not, I'm not this right here.
We need to sit next together next time.
There's very much wrong with that. That's like, oh. I'm assuming you want to get this out, right?
Sumner County next tab over.
Okay, so I thought that you were looking for highway as well, so county and highway together, okay. Anyway.
You overshot.
Is that what that was 123, so. That was part of the show, yeah. You did, though.
There's 131.
Yeah. That's good. I think that's where it's supposed to be. There we go.
What do you got there?
Essentially, the net change in fund balance, which is what I made out, which would be the any expenditures and your revenues. No, this is 131, sir. It's not your budget.
Oh, the top of it, he's got the sales frozen. So the top of it, this is the whole budget, and this is 131 up on one.
What is that for, so I can list it? Oh, you're right. We have this set up in the same format, right? Yeah, because they were deficit. What's the initial the deficit? 148. 250.
A deficit in theirs.
Yeah, normally the high department of water has mentioned this many times, each year usually, that they run on a deficit. And they pull from their fund balance every year just to balance their budget. Every year. So this year it's down to 148, which is better than it had been in prior years.
The actual, whenever it first called, the actual actually increased.
So I think, I mean, when Roger presented that, I think that you said you were okay to operate on that number. I mean, is that right? Yeah. That you were fine with what was presented?
Because like Brad mentioned, if you look at the 17-18 actual numbers, they actually had a positive budget of 478, 279. The budget was short of 148.
Petroleum taxes come in, if they sell a lot of gasoline, we benefit from that. Depends on how much collection, the law on collection.
Yeah.
How many gallons we sold in the state.
In the state, I mean, that's right.
And then you also have some projects this year that are gonna be pretty much one-time projects, the Riverview Road stuff and other stuff like that, right?
Yes, we're going to be, Riverview Road, we're going to be dipping into a fund balance on that, so hoping to get about 75% of that back.
FEMA and the food. Right. Okay, as far as the total number on that, proposed 1920, and it should be up around 5.5, shouldn't it, or something, somewhere?
So that, I'm sorry, Alan.
But, I mean, the total budget should be like 5.649 or something, shouldn't it?
Yes, 5.649.
Yeah, I mean, it's not gonna be right on the sheet we have.
Well, it's 5.649 on the sheet that we've got, so it's gonna be.
That's $662.
Okay.
You're talking about the total expenditures.
Yeah, so it's gonna be 5.
We're gonna have also the.
Well, let me get a number so we can get this in. Make a motion on it, get it in there. For the record, please.
5,655,461. Somebody double check it.
Go ahead out there again.
5,655,461. Good. I just wanted one of the numbers, guys.
Yeah, with the reassurance, right?
You got it. We both confirmed it.
Accurate.
Yeah.
Okay, the 1920 budget request would be $5,655,461.
I make a motion that we accept that 5,655,000.
I'll say
Motion by Mr. Frazier, second by Ronnie Trivet. Any discussion?
that's with the 3.5% raise.
Yes, yes, sir. 3.5. Anything else? Abby, whenever you're ready, man.
Willie Campbell,
Stay.
Patty Woodby,
Yes.
Ronnie Trivet,
Yes.
Isaiah Grindstaff,
Yes.
Ross Garland,
Yes.
Travis Hill,
Yes.
Aaron Frazier,
Yes.
Kelly Collins,
Yes.
7-0, motion passes.
We got Sheriff's Department, you guys gonna stick around for the whole thing, or you gonna just go ahead?
No, I appreciate it.
Uh,
And I appreciate we get it.
Go ahead, get you on there.
You'll be great.
We wanna hold you out.
Thank you.
Let's see, it's gonna be 39 to 41 or so. Another second.
Do we have to approve these separately?
Yes.
Jail.
Yeah, you have the Sheriff's Department budget and the jail. I guess we'll need those numbers too, next slide. Right. We can put it on, everyone, of course, we can do the adjustments.
I'm gonna calculate it, one of these, probably,
Yeah,
Okay.
you said you just don't do it, it's all.
Is that, you wanna do that, Tim? Okay.
I didn't know we were going to do all this, this is
that way, I'll set it up to now. Here's
I thought it was 3 years, I forgot.
Take that long, 15 to 20. Yeah, I mean, it's going to.
Could you make a motion to approve as presented with a 3.5 increase? And that way it saves time on the figuring?
I mean, I guess so, we could do that. Sheriff, what do you
I'm
have?
just gonna say, yeah, you can, if you're gonna approve it, you can approve it with the motion to feel an additional 0.5% salary, they can figure it later, and you all won't have to sit here waiting.
Yeah, I mean, if that's acceptable, I mean,
Yeah, I don't exactly know, to put in minutes right now.
You all can get that to me in a day or two and I'll put the dollar amount in the minutes.
That's, all right.
That would be much,
Yeah, I mean, we don't want to put pressure on anybody, we don't want to be here all night.
I don't want to be here till time for me to clock in the morning.
Yeah. I agree with
some
that.
people like, I don't have to do this for all social security and everything else, it's like, no.
Let's calculate higher than I'm saying.
You do it?
Calculate higher than I'm saying.
That one does? Okay, so just that one spreadsheet did. Okay, that makes sense. I thought you would have done that.
All right, let's turn over, I guess page 24 starts county commission.
I thought we were doing
We're on the
that.
sheriff's office.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry. Well, we'll do that at the sheriff's office. My bad. Where's he at again?
39.
39. It's.
Public safety, check.
Okay. That's only on page 39 or 40. Total Sheriff's Department. Okay. This would be to accept the Sheriff's Department budget as presented with a 3.5% increase. Or 0.5, I'm sorry.
Increase over.
Yeah, all right.
So you need a motion. I'll make that motion.
I'll second it.
Got a motion by Mr. Tribbett, second by Aaron Frazier. To approve Sheriff's budget with 0.5% increase to be determined. Any discussion? If not, if you'll call the roll when you're ready.
Willie Campbell. Patty Woodby.
Yes.
Ronnie Tribbett. Isaiah Grindstaff.
Abstain.
Ross Garland. Travis Hill. Aaron Frazier. Kelly Collins.
Yes.
Motion passed 7-0.
Thank you. All right, turn over to the jail. Over to jail. All right, total jail amount, $3,857,618.97 to be approved with the increase of the 0.5%. Well, that is no, yeah, it's in there. Yeah.
I'll make a motion.
Motion to accept.
Accept, sorry.
Well, yes. Motion by Mr. Frazier, second by Ronnie Tribbett. To accept with the 0.5 increase to be determined. Any discussion? Right.
Willie Campbell. Patty Woodby.
Yes.
Ronnie Trivet. Isaiah Grindstaff.
Abstain.
Ross Garland.
Aye.
Travis Hill. Aaron Frazier. Kelly Collins.
Yes.
Motion passed 7-0.
Thank you, Sheriff.
We have 122 if you want that knock out, it's over, a lot of stuff here.
Oh, yeah.
You said page 122?
No, let's talk about 122.
Where's it, page
65 going to the direct fund, good sheriff.
I've seen where that, he earned me much money tonight. I seen what he's making, so he stay here and earn his money.
If you divide that by 140 employees, I'm getting on it. But, you know, see my whole lot less. 140 employees and I'm supervising. Then 300 inmates, so. yeah.
And your lawsuit liabilities.
Yeah, I make a motion to accept.
I'll say.
And then meeting changes.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I mean, there's not, so.
Drug Control Fund 122, motion by Ms. Collins to accept, second by, who we have there, Isaiah, or
No, he said before I did.
Mr. Hill. Any discussion? If not, call the roll, please.
Willie Campbell. Patty Woodby.
Yes.
Ronnie Trivet. Isaiah Grindstaff. Ross Garland. Travis Hill. Aaron Frazier. Kelly Collins.
Yes.
8-0, motion passes.
We got one more for the sheriff, which would be the litter and trash collection.
What's it, what page is it? 53. All right. There we go. Okay, total litter and trash collection. There will be an increase on this, I suppose.
This is funded with state grant.
Okay.
The salary is funded with the grant.
All right, so that would be not included. So this would be the 50,000, 3551 as presented.
I'll make a motion.
Second.
Motion by Mr. Hill, second by Ms. Woodby. Any discussion? I would say to keep Carter County a beautiful bunch, we need to find some kind of way to fund them. Actually, hopefully use some funds from Captain Smith on this, but I don't want to get into changing this budget for that purpose. But at some point, if we can, I don't know before this budget, but find some way to get down to $1,000 or something appropriated to go to that organization. But, any discussion besides that? All right.
Motion was by Hill, second by Woodby.
Correct, yes.
Willie Campbell. Patty Woodby.
Yes.
Ronnie Trivet. Isaiah Grindstaff. Ross Garland. Travis Hill. Aaron Frazier. Kelly Collins.
Yes.
Motion carries.
Thank you.
All right, that'll get us back to, well, of course, got the mayor here. He's up there pretty high. Well, I'm not talking about it. I mean, it's on the list, but we'll go to.
That's what I mean.
That was good.
Oh, boy. 25, I think. We'll just start at the top. I mean, let's go.
Thank you all.
Thank you.
Thank you all. Thank you, Roger.
County Commission should be our first one, shouldn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
We're not gonna lose that.
I mean, he's like third in line, I think, isn't he, or something like that. We surely.
The county commission is first. yeah.
Yes. It is 24.
The other side of the page.
You say for children?
What?
I know, I thought you randomly told me to live cheerleader.
You've lost, we've all lost it.
Listen, it's our bottom.
Isaiah, I'm gonna need you to check his water bottle.
He's gotta have a warrant. Oh, wait, he's in the courthouse.
If there was more of this water bottle, we would pass it around.
This should be a,
Six it pass.
this should be a far more entertaining.
Yeah.
I just don't remember this.
Okay, total county commission, 112,552.25. That shouldn't include any raise, so that would be as presented.
We don't get no raise, no
We
overtime.
don't get nothing. Easily $130 a month. What?
Free dinners.
Do what?
Get free dinners.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, they're handing money all the time coming around. Here we go, all right. Motion to approve. Anyone?
I'll make a motion. I'll second.
Motion, Mr. Grindstaff, second by Aaron Frazier. Any discussion? Seeing none, if you'll call the roll, please.
Willie Campbell. Patty Woodby.
Yes.
Ronnie Trivet. Isaiah Grindstaff. Ross Garland.
Aye.
Travis Hill. Aaron Frazier. Kelly Collins.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Motion carries. Moving on to More equalization, for a total of $5,081.55. It's on the same page, actually.
Oh, yeah, it's just further down on the
See it?
I'll make a motion.
I'll second.
Motion by Ms. Collins, second by Isaiah Grindstaff. Discussion. Seeing none, if you'll call the roll.
Willie Campbell. Patty Woodby.
Yes.
Ronnie Trivet. Isaiah Grindstaff. Ross Garland. Travis Hill. Aaron Frazier. Kelly Collins.
Yes.
You said it's about, I think you said 518, 5,018, I think.
Oh, yeah. What do you have on there?
I wrote down 580155.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, that's good.
We were really busy.
Okay, county mayor executive, his budget would need to be amended with the number right now, $273,326.27, and that will be included a 0.5% increase in salaries. Number to be determined. Your motion to approve.
Second.
Mr. Hill, second by Mr. Frazier. Any discussion?
I believe the large increases from the tax relief program, the only thing we do a budget amendment.
Yes.
Included the original budget.
Right.
The commission funded it, it just never found a home in a line.
Mr. Mayor?
Oh, I'm ready to defend myself.
Oh, well, I mean.
It's lean, that's all I can say, it's lean.
We got a motion on the floor, any discussion? We good to go? Call the roll, Ms. Rucker.
Willie Campbell. Patty Woodby.
Yes.
Ronnie Trivet. Isaiah Grindstaff. Ross Garland. Travis Hill. Aaron Frazier. Kelly Collins.
Thank you.
Yes, sir, thank you. Next item, county attorney's budget.
Make a motion, we accept.
Motion by Mr. Frazier, second by Ms. Woodby.
Oh, got it about 50,000.
Is that 63,235.54?
It sure is.
Is that better right now? Zooming in, or do you need a little?
It's the color contrast I couldn't read.
Oh, okay, yeah. I'll wait until after we're done to start color coding.
That was motion by Frazier, second by Woodby. Willie Campbell. Patty Woodby.
Yes.
Ronnie Trivet. Isaiah Grindstaff. Ross Garland,
Aye.
Travis Hill, Aaron Frazier, Kelly Collins.
Yes.
Motion carries. Election Commission budget, next page, 26. I make a motion that we accept.
I'll take this.
They would receive it at 0.5 increase, I do believe. So their total would be to be determined, 0.5% increase. Motion by Mr. Frazier, second by. Isn't that what I say?
5%.
Yeah. I'm right. You got it. You said the same thing.
I wrote down 0.5.
I'll restate the motion that we accept with a 0.5% increase over listed.
Thank you. Second. Mr. Christopher. Any discussion? That's me going crazy. If you'll call her on, you're ready.
Willie Campbell, Patty Woodby,
Yes.
Ronnie Trivet, Isaiah Grindstaff, Ross Garland, Travis Hill, Aaron Frazier, Kelly Collins.
Yes.
Motion carries. Next item, register of deeds. Total 263, 755, 46. Would also include the 0.5% increase. Amount to be determined. Make a motion. Second. 27. Motion by Travis Hill, second by Aaron Frazier. Any discussion?
Willie Campbell, Patty Woodby,
Yes.
Ronnie Trivet, Isaiah Grindstaff, Ross Garland, Travis Hill, Aaron Frazier. Ran out of sheets again. Kelly Collins,
Yes.
Did you really?
just the ones I'd marked the name out through.
You need some time or?
No, I just didn't get a chance to mark the names on the rest.
All right.
Motion passed 8-0.
Thank you. I think planning is the next one, so we can pass in on 28. Move to county bill, page 29. Would be an increase on that one as well. Motion to accept 648, 06836 with the 0.5% to be determined. Amount to be determined.
I'll make that
Motion.
I'll second.
Motion by Mr. Drysdale, second by Aaron Frazier. Mr. Aaron Frazier, any discussion? Seeing none, if you'll call the roll.
Willie Campbell, Patty Woodby,
Yes.
Ronnie Trivet, Isaiah Grindstaff, Ross Garland, Travis Hill, Aaron Frazier, Kelly Collins.
Yes.
8-0, motion passed.
Next fund would be finance, accounting and budgeting. Amount to include.
I have to say, only
Is 0.4? 85 there?
Good.
Yeah, but here, motion to approve. Second. Motion by Mr. Hill, second by Mr. Frazier. Amount would include the 0.5% increase. Any discussion?
Yeah, I said we drop it by 0.01% for every time we unplug the.
Yeah.
Are you going to be that mean to Rita because of Michael?
Remember, I had them all in my knives. You're not helping yourself.
Make a motion.
You're going to take money away from him? Yeah. We'll accept that. All right. We got a motion in a second.
On a serious note, I would like to say thank you all to your whole department.
You guys killed
Because,
it.
I mean, you do have to with us. We volunteered for this. You all got told to take me here. So
I even donated 2 stand-up Dexcoms, their bikes were killing them.
I give credit that you did donate this from their office.
Those are nice desks.
We had them in our office, a couple of girls didn't want to use them, so.
Appreciate
I think they're gonna do good for Brad.
May I say something?
Yes, ma'am.
In that regard, none of you really, truly know how hard they work, honestly. Just one day's work to get this, just the budget in itself.
Oh, yeah, I know
And
that.
while I'm at the floor, thank you all so very much. I certainly appreciate it.
Well,
You've been nice.
I wish we could do more. I'm afraid to, but I wish we could.
Yeah.
We're on a good start for next year, too.
Yeah, and I mean, that's, I said it today while I was in there, it's the whole office, it's not just these two guys. We know they're working hard, and you got a good staff and people helping him out. So we appreciate you
They've
guys.
done an excellent job.
I mean, we really have.
They've done excellent.
I think
Brad,
it's been a great job. Well, separating the line items and putting things, categorizing them a lot more, I like that a lot, especially from our office when I'm having to go through, I think that's
Well,
right.
this lane is the bad way to do it, Kathy.
And other charges.
Other
Because I mean,
charges.
that came up every time. Well, what's this? Nobody knows, or
Well,
we use anything.
Yeah.
Really?
But no, we do, we really appreciate it, because that is all.
Thanks, Ron. It's getting late.
Pick me up.
Found some money, when we did that too, so to speak. Maybe it's not been used for a long time, but.
That's a good actual.
All right, we need to vote on this, I guess, don't we?
Willie Campbell,
I'll ask you to make a motion.
Willie Campbell. Patty Woodby,
Yes.
Ronnie Trivet,
Yes.
I thought it was gonna be.
Isaiah Grindstaff,
Yes.
Ross Garland,
Aye.
Travis Hill, Aaron Frazier, Kelly Collins.
Yes.
All right. Property assessor's office.
We're gonna have to have about round two on this thing.
On the property assessor's office, this year, for 1920, the assessor wanted to include reappraisal in the regular property assessor's budget. That's why.
So zero on it. Okay.
Yes.
Make a motion to accept it with 0.5%.
I'll second that.
31, yeah. All right, I got a motion by Mr. Hill, second by Ms. Woodby to approve with the increase, the 0.5%. Any discussion? If not, Abby, if you need another, we'll tell you if you need.
Willie Campbell,
Aye.
Patty Woodby,
Yes.
Ronnie Trivet,
Yes.
Isaiah Grindstaff,
Yes.
Ross Garland,
Aye.
Travis Hill, Aaron Frazier, Kelly Collins.
Yes.
And this is not to do with budget, but eventually Mr. Taylor, he's one of the other people in office. That's definitely going to be coming to us.
I don't know if you guys remember last year, he cut out most of his vehicle line item just to suffice with that 10% increase you guys wanted to do. So he still has a little bit there, but not as much as he did to get a new vehicle.
I'd really like to help him.
Do good. That's the assessor's office.
Yeah.
Don't tell us about you today.
And I think he's done very good at finding vehicles from the state, that used vehicles that they passed down that we bought. I mean, he's done a good job buying vehicles, so.
There's competition on that.
All right. So the reappraisal program, we can skip that. We don't need to approve that or anything, do we?
No.
Okay, trustee's office. And this would include the 0.5% increase in raises. So make a motion. Approved by Mr. Hill. I'll second. Second by Mr. Grindstaff. Any discussion? Seeing none, if you'll call the roll. When you're ready.
Willie Campbell, Patty Woodby,
Yes.
Ronnie Trivet, Isaiah Grindstaff, Ross Garland,
Aye.
Travis Hill, Aaron Frazier, Kelly Collins. 8-0.
Thank you. County Clerk's Office, Mr. Larry Gooch. A motion to approve budget with the increase of 0.5% in salaries.
We'll make that motion.
Motion by Mr. Frazier, second by Ms. Collins. Any discussion? Seeing none. Call the roll.
Willie Campbell. Patty Woodby.
Yes.
Ronnie Trivet. Isaiah Grindstaff. Ross Garland. Travis Hill. Aaron Frazier. Kelly Collins.
Yes.
8-0.
Administration of Justice, Circuit Court. Yeah, on this one, yeah. Yep, be a tough one too. Your motion to accept the budget with a 5.5% increase.
And who's this for again? Circuit Court?
Circuit Court, yes, ma'am.
I'll second.
Motion by Mr. Hill, I think, Larry Grindstaff on the second. Any discussion?
I appreciate finding some money.
Yeah.
Not to use or, you know.
Yeah, pretty good amount too, wasn't it? So we appreciate that.
I mean, they may need it again later.
Right.
Big trials.
How many did you say, how many work in your office?
We have a 12 full-time, and then right now we just pulled in 2 more part-time, and then we have 5 night clerks, which I have to keep up with all.
Yeah.
The phone calls coming in at 3 in the morning.
The night clerks write some warrants, don't they?
They sign off on the warrants at night, like we do during the day, they're on call. They rotate weeks, there's 5 of them.
I understood that, I know.
Sometimes it's easy, and sometimes it's not, it depends on how good of the sheriff's department. Good department.
All right, if you'll call the roll, Abby, when you're ready.
Willie Campbell. Patty Woodby.
Same.
Ronnie Trivet. Isaiah Grindstaff. Ross Garland. Travis Hill. Aaron Frazier. Kelly Collins. 7-0, motion passed.
Okay, next item, General Sessions Court. Motion to approve.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
Motion by Mr. Fraser, second by Mr. Grindstaff. This will include a 1.5% increase. Well, to be determined. Any discussion?
Who was the motion and second by again?
Motion by Mr. Fraser, second by Mr. Grindstaff.
And remember that 25 million affect the secretary of that. The judges is set on this.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, it's a big salary.
That's going to look really large.
What was it, salary increase last year, like $6 or something?
Yeah.
Mark, did y'all want to find more?
Willie Campbell. Patty Woodby.
Yes.
Ronnie Trivet. Isaiah Grindstaff. Ross Garland. Travis Hill. Aaron Frazier. Kelly Collins. Motion passed.
Drug court, next item, and I think that one should be as presented.
Make a motion, we accept.
Motion by Mr. Fraser, second. Do we hear a second? Second by Ms. Collins. Any discussion? That much went down, so that's good. You'll call the roll?
Willie Campbell. Patty Woodby.
Yes.
Ronnie Trivet. Isaiah Grindstaff. Ross Garland. Travis Hill. Aaron Frazier. Kelly Collins. 8-0.
Thank you. Judge report, next item. 377, 317.80. With an increase of 5%. Motion by Mr. Grindstaff, second. Second by Mr. Frazier. Any discussion? Seeing none, if you'll call the roll.
Willie Campbell. Patty Woodby.
Yes.
Ronnie Trivet. Isaiah Grindstaff. Ross Garland. Travis Hill. Aaron Frazier. Kelly Collins.
Yes.
8-0.
Administration of Justice, 27,100. Should be as presented. Motion approved.
Second.
By Mr. Hill, second by Mr. Grindstaff. Discussion. you'll call the roll.
What was the amount on that again?
$27,100.
Willie Campbell. Patty Woodby.
Yes.
Ronnie Trivet. Isaiah Grindstaff. Ross Garland. Travis Hill. Aaron Frazier. Kelly Collins.
Yes.
8-0.
You got courtroom security, we can move on past it. Sheriff's Department is after that, actually, so moving on from there. Sheriff's, let's see.
Juvenile services on 42.
Juvenile services, page 42. This would be.
This would include the 25%.
Okay,
They have two YSOs.
all right.
They have to what?
YSOs.
Youth
Certain
services.
So juvenile services, 214, 311, 69, with a 25% increase. Your motion to approve. Motion by Mr. Grindstaff, second. Second by Mr. Frazier. Any discussion? Seeing none, we'll call the roll.
Willie Campbell. Patty Woodby.
Yes.
Ronnie Trivet. Isaiah Grindstaff. Ross Garland. Travis Hill. Aaron Frazier. Kelly Collins.
Yes.
8-0.
Okay, I guess we've got fire protection. Is that all of them? Is there any-
That's the real thing, we've already done that. This
Oh,
is
yeah,
just,
that's in there. So
yeah, we have to tell that one, that's pretty much just that. We don't have to actually do anything like it.
Don't have,
So fire prevention's already done, rescue squad's done.
and we got it up both
We have
down.
to do it. And there we do 25 years, so.
This was the one that they actually wanted additional funding.
No, he's taking half his salary, give it to his deputy.
But yeah, well, it's raising.
He's taking his raise.
Salary.
Not half his salary, he's taking his. That's a generous
How do I talk to you, lady?
Yeah. You need the one.
I have a feeling Gary would somehow come in here out of nowhere as soon as they approved that.
Yeah.
There was a disturbance in the force.
Don't
So
record that.
that budget would include the 0.5% increase.
I'll make a motion.
Second.
Motion by Mr. Gill, second by Mr. Frazier. Any discussion? Seeing none, if you'll call the roll.
Willie Campbell. Patty Woodby.
Yes.
Ronnie Trivet. Isaiah Grindstaff. Ross Garland. Travis Hill. Aaron Frazier. Kelly Collins. 8-0.
All right. What about the last examine?
We're going to do the OSHA, which is total inspection regulation, we got to do that as well. That's part of the EMA, but it's done.
All right. 101, 54, 510. Proposed budget, $4,615.94. Motion.
Move to accept.
Second.
That will include that 4 or 5.
It will, okay. And that will be adjusted to include the 45% increase. Got a motion by Mr. Hill, Mr. Frazier, this is Frazier. Is that backwards? Okay. Motion by Mr. Frazier, second by Travis Hill. Any discussion? See none.
Willie Campbell. Patty Woodby.
Yes.
Ronnie Trivet. Isaiah Grindstaff. Ross Garland. Travis Hill. Ray Lyons. Aaron Frazier. Kelly Collins.
Yes.
Motion carries. Next item, Ronnie Trivet's favorite, county coroner medical examiner. Go ahead, Kathy.
He does. Oh, I know.
And then this one would be as presented. Yes, as presented, $19,102.70. I'll make that motion.
Second.
Motion by Mr. Trivet, second by Kelly Collins. Any discussion? None if you call the roll.
got a bunch of cows behind me, and they've been in my yard, and I had to get out here to come get them.
Oh, yeah.
Willie Campbell,
You say with that.
Good job.
You better hope you're not being the one examining. Mr. Campbell.
Patty Woodby,
Yes.
Ronnie Trivet, Isaiah Grindstaff, Ross Garland, Travis Hill, Aaron Frazier, Kelly Collins.
Yes.
Carries. All right.
Contingent on him keeping the cows.
But then you run the risk of Ronnie going and letting the cows out so he doesn't have to pay Benny.
All right, we're getting there. Public Safety Civil Service Board. I guess that would be it, as presented.
I'll make that formal motion.
Motion by Mr. Trivet, second. Second by Mr. Grafstaff. Any discussion?
What's the amount on that one?
$4,332.70.
Does this one include the 0.5%?
No.
Okay.
Sorry.
Willie Campbell, Patty Woodby,
Yes.
Ronnie Trivet, Isaiah Grindstaff, Ross Garland, Travis Hill, Aaron Frazier, Kelly Collins.
Yes.
8-0.
Thank you. Carries. Health Department up next. That would include a 1.5% increase.
Theirs is covered by the state, the grant.
Is it?
So we don't have to get one.
So this should be added to, I'm sorry, amount $649,408.53.
So Brenda, this one is with the raising, right? We'd have to have the 25% to this one, right? No, okay.
It's state funded.
Okay, I thought the state reimbursed.
Change your
As long as we approve it for all.
Yeah.
So that's what it is, okay, yeah. That was my,
So do we need to adjust that number to include the 0.5% raise?
you know, stay, as long as we approve it across the board.
Do we have a motion? Motion by Get a second.
Sure, I'll still got that.
Second by Travis Hill. What happened?
Patty Woodby, Ronnie Trivet,
Yes.
Isaiah Grindstaff, Ross Garland, Travis Hill, Aaron Frazier, Kelly Collins.
Yes.
Okay, yes, Brady's animal control check. We've already got 911 services,
And then the crippled children services, which would be.
vocational rehab. We've
I know I
done,
read the first one first, that's covered.
other health services. That's nothing. Got, shit, there's, should be good there. Shepherd's Inn.
Like a child.
Brad, how much we got in that popper barrel?
Yeah, we got
How much we got in there yet?
We do that.
Mr. Frazier.
I'm slightly out of order on this, but did anybody else notice that we spend almost the same amount of money, and we actually did spend virtually the same amount of money on the animal shelter and the health department? So,
We'll be getting, the city's kicking in 125.
oh, so it's more.
Yeah.
So-
It's actually,
No, the city reimburses
Covering a
us.
portion of our costs.
Oh, okay.
And the health department includes $169,000 that's not covered by the grant. It's a transfer from the general fund over to Fund 117. They call it direct local.
And a lot of what that is on the health department, we get back through the state as a reimbursement. We have to front it up, put the money up front, and they send us a check every month or so.
Okay, well, hey, the animal shelter budget's actually gone down.
Yeah.
In years past, it was way up there.
And And I'm telling you, once they get this heating system taken care of, it's gonna go down again.
It just scares me.
Okay, then I'll hear what you have. You have to get there. Okay, yeah, so don't forget these guys.
Okay, 341 pauper burials, budget around $8,400.
Which page is that on? Sorry, I lost track.
48. 48. It's, yeah. Other local welfare services, one on down.
Is that in the run, actually run? Around?
I'll make a motion to accept the motion.
Motion to approve by Mr. Hill. Which one? It's 341 is on it. 101-55590, 341.
It's out there.
It's got a motion by Mr. Hill, here a second.
I'll second.
That was close, right there. I'm gonna go with Mr. Frazier on second. $8,400. Any discussion?
So I had Hill and Frazier, is that correct?
Yes. Thank you.
Willie Campbell, Patty Woodby,
Yes.
Ronnie Trivet, Isaiah Grindstaff, Ross Garland, Travis Hill, Aaron Frazier, Kelly Collins. 8-0.
Motion carries. Let's see. Tobacco brand. All right.
So it's 6148.
Where's that, Brad?
Bottom, page 48.
Bottom 48, tobacco brand. It's 355053.
Okay, so that total is $1,648.40.
6148, 40.
Oh, okay.
Four of them together.
Okay. I see that, but I won't. All right. You may have had that again there. She's right.
Yeah.
614840, all right.
I have it, that little tiny total bar at the bottom there is highlighted.
Motion to approve.
I'll make that motion.
Motion by Mr. Grindstaff, second. Second by Mr. Frazier. Any discussion? See none, if you'll call the roll.
Willie Campbell, Patty Woodby,
Yes.
Ronnie Trivet, Isaiah Grindstaff, Ross Garland, Travis Hill, Aaron Frazier,
Brain froze.
Kelly Collins. 8-0.
Okay. Senior citizens, we got that, right? Library card, park and fair, that would be, that's, okay, city parks, we did them. We do need to do county park and rec fund, I guess, $100,000.
We only did the tractor. I think you only did the tractor.
Yeah, that was just the tractor, so this would be.
I thought we just agreed to give them 50,000 here a while back.
I think this includes 50,000
You're
for
more
grant and 50,000 for grant.
Yeah, so I put in the note that, yeah, 50,000 reserved for the grant.
And then we've got the now reserve
That is that
25,000
for Gap Creek Park, basically, is that what that was for?
And then we now have the reserve of 25,000 for the tractor.
Yes, and, I'm trying to get approval, I guess you could say, so $100,000 total.
125, yeah, 100,000.
Yeah, 100,000, 25 to the city. Which is already 700,000.
Yes.
I make a motion, we accept.
Motion by Mr. Frazier, second.
Second.
Second by Kelly Collins. Any discussion? No discussion, you call the roll.
Willie Campbell, Patty Woodby,
Yes.
Ronnie Trivet, Isaiah Grindstaff, Ross Garland, Travis Hill, Aaron Frazier, Kelly Collins.
Yes.
8-0.
Flood control? Okay, that's good, all right. Tourism budget.
You should know our total agricultural extensions.
Oh,
Page 50.
I know, that's my bonus right there. We gotta take care of them. I'm telling you, hey, they are a really good group.
Don't forget they will be included in the 25.
Yes, they, and of course, we'll have to send out to state or University of Tennessee to let them know our wishes, and they also, you know, give their approval on that.
I'll make a motion to accept.
Yeah, motion to accept by Mr. Hill.
I'll second.
Second by Mr. Grindstaff. That will include the 0.5% increase to be determined.
It was a total of 121,403.82,
Yes, at this time.
plus the 20.5%.
Right.
Willie Campbell. Patty Woodby.
Yes.
Ronnie Tribbett. Isaiah Grindstaff. Ross Garland. Travis Hill. Aaron Frazier. Kelly Collins.
Yes.
8-0.
And they just recently hired a 10-cent position. A girl, she's actually Nevada. She says, 10 cents that, Tennessee economic, or no, consumer or something or other. It's a tough one program.
It's a state nutrition program that
Nutrition,
people on
that's
SNAP
it.
and EBT have to take.
Cool. Yeah, Tennessee nutrition and consumer. So, anyway, Lacey Young attorney, it looks like she'll be a good fit to their office. Sorry. Okay. Flood control, I knew I got there somehow, I don't know. Flood control, $1,950. Motion approved, anyone?
I'll make a motion.
Motion by Mr. Frazier,
Second.
second by Ms. Collins. Any discussion?
What exactly, who controls that?
That'd be planning, I think.
That's something I'll plan, okay, I just want to hear, I was just curious before.
All right. If you'll call the roll.
Willie Campbell. Patty Woodby.
Yes.
Ronnie Tribbett. Isaiah Grindstaff. Ross Garland.
Aye.
Travis Hill. Aaron Frazier. Kelly Collins.
Yes.
Flood control, what's that? All right, we do have tourism, the hotel motel tax coming through, $125,000.
Where, the agricultural one?
Yes,
Yeah.
those were our outside agencies.
Oh, soil, gotcha.
Yes, but that's funded with hotel.
They're actually talking about hotel.
Huh?
They're actually talking about homecoming.
They're still missing funding, I think.
John Hartman reported
Well,
they
I
have
thought
another
that's-
investor now. They are now working with banks on financing.
Yes, I saw like, maybe put the groundbreaking before too long, actually.
It's supposed to be like, it's supposed to be, I mean, the hotel that they picked is a good fit for, it's like, they all do them in stone and all this
Yeah.
other stuff, so.
Well, and I read up on that Cobblestone, apparently they're starting to become a pretty popular chain, and they bought out some other hotels, so it's
Reckon they'll leave the light burning first.
leave a light on for you. I mean, it'd be a great, put something new down there where you actually got an option to go.
And it's going down there next to Sycamore Shoals in that area.
Think so.
Good.
Over Mountain Drive, I think is the address. Yep. But yeah, hotel motel tax, I mean, that's increasing. I know that from the Chamber of Commerce Board over there, so it's always a good thing. And most of that, it doesn't come to the AmeriCorps or the other place up here. It's more of Rome Mountain, Academy, the state park, that's where much.
Yeah, had a little conference room. That's something, that's something that's extremely.
Yeah.
I could run probably 2 events a year that could probably seat around 200 people.
Well,
If I had a place to sit.
I can tell you, just from the sheriff's office, we have that Army Field location, we do training, and that works quite well. However, there are trainings and things that, you need a little bit larger space, and that conference room would be extremely beneficial.
Well, you just have to use that church.
Even with attorneys and mediation here, they call me all the time looking for a space to do mediation. we don't have the space in our courthouse, and then I suggest for them to call Abby to see if something's available here, and sometimes
And we book
there's nowhere available
ones
here.
for
They just
mediation all
gotta-
the time. We've got attorneys that come in from out of town to do
Yeah.
depositions, that reserve conference rooms.
There's just nowhere for people to go.
Just a quick little also, if you go away from, if you go to Knoxville, Atlanta, some of these places that are just real popular with trainings, one of the things that they offer is they actually have these companies that come in, and that's all they do. It's a company that takes like an old shopping center and refurbishes the shopping center and makes different size meeting rooms. And they have projectors and TVs and dry erase boards and all kinds of other stuff. It's very, very beneficial if we can find something like that.
There's space for it, for somebody to go in and do it. I don't have the means, otherwise I would do it. Yeah, it's definitely something we need.
I'm right there with you.
I'll make a motion to accept. There you go. Motion by Mr. Hill, second by Ms. Collins. Any more discussion? Hotel tax tourism budget.
She'll cross up too, his is dead.
I got to keep
Okay.
that. I'm about to die.
They ain't doing that now. We're about to get out of here.
Motion by Hill, second by Collins.
Correct.
Willie Campbell. Patty Woodby.
Yes.
Ronnie Trivet.
Yes.
Isaiah Grindstaff. Ross Garland. Travis Hill. Aaron Frazier. Kelly Collins.
Yes.
8-0.
Next one to recognize the home grant, $500,000, total housing and urban development.
Yeah,
Motion to approve.
I'll make that motion.
Motion by Mr. Ronnie Trivet, second. Second by Kelly Collins. Any discussion? All right, Abby, whenever you're ready.
Willie Campbell. Patty Woodby. Ronnie Trivet.
Yes.
Isaiah Grindstaff. Ross Garland. Travis Hill. Aaron Frazier. Kelly Collins.
Yes.
I think the veterans are just,
What's this? We got
Veteran Service.
Here we go, veteran services, would include an increase. Total veteran services, 43,113 and 84 cents with the additional 0.5 increase to be determined.
I'll make that motion.
Motion by Mr. Grindstaff, second.
I'll second.
Second by Aaron Frazier. Any discussion? Seeing none, if you'll call the roll.
Willie Campbell. Patty Woodby.
Yes.
Ronnie Trivet. Isaiah Grindstaff. Ross Garland. Travis Hill. Aaron Frazier. Kelly Collins.
Yes.
8-0.
All right, this miscellaneous. Fund.
you have to approve the whole thing.
Okay. Let's see.
Who's this one for?
This is a combination of everything from like solid waste to.
Oh, gotcha. Trustees, commissions?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
That's your motion.
I'll make the motion, we'll give it a
Yeah, motion by Mr. Grindstaff, here, second.
I'll second.
Second by Aaron Frazier, discussion. Total budget, $311,040.
What about this contribution to other agencies?
That well, that's the other zeros right there, actually.
That was outside agencies anyway, so.
Second down.
You'll call the roll.
Willie Campbell. Patty Woodby.
Yes.
Ronnie Trivet. Isaiah Grindstaff. Ross Garland. Travis Hill. Aaron Frazier. Kelly Collins.
Yes.
8-0.
Yeah, the last thing here will be the transfer to the solid waste.
Transfer of other funds?
Transfer to landfill.
I mean, this is 116. Or just,
No, this is still what I want, we
Oh,
can
okay.
transfer out to help them with their funds. Yes, exactly.
Is that the operating fund that allows him to draw on when the
Essentially.
deposits are slow or whatever?
If they need it, we budget.
Yes.
So they balance the budget. If they need the funds during the year, we'll transfer it. If not,
It stays.
So essentially, yeah.
all right, I hear a motion to approve the budget as presented.
I'll make that motion.
I'll say.
Motion by Mr. Grindstaff, second by Travis Hill. 98,935, 71.
You'll see that number here in a second, it'll show up again as a transfer in.
Okay.
Who was the motion by again?
Isaiah Grindstaff, second by Travis Hill. You'll be all right. Yeah.
Willie Campbell? Patty Woodby?
Yes.
Ronnie Trivet? Isaiah Grindstaff? Ross Garland? Travis Hill? Aaron Frazier?
Aye.
Kelly Collins?
Yes.
8-0.
And just for clarification, so you guys can see, we're at 116 right now, and you'll see it pop up in the revenue as a transfer in. So that's the other side of that.
Yeah, if you'll move them, I guess. Yeah, I don't think, well, I see, it's.
They have a couple, but. First one is convenience center.
So page 55 before that?
Well,
Keep it on the Excel, not as much on this.
I think 56, I believe. Should be a total of.
Yeah.
That's the total.
Okay.
Revenue and other sources.
I got distracted because I saw that somebody mentioned something on the other page, and I thought that's where we were stopping at. No convenience center.
Michael, we've been here for 4 hours, so. That's the 1.2 million, I guess, is close to it, but this would include,
So we're just gonna approve all of 116 together.
Page 55. Need some-
oh, okay.
You did the summary sheet.
So approving all of 116 instead of dividing it out?
Do we need to, does this include any increases for wages?
Yes.
Yeah, if they 4-5.
Okay. So it's gonna be part of what, like landfill operation and maintenance, it's not gonna be 0.5% of that 1 million, it's gonna be something down underneath it.
$1,700.
Make a motion that we approve.
Motion by Mr. Frazier, second by Mr. Hill. Any discussion on that? Including 25% for employees. You call the roll.
Willie Campbell? Patty Woodby?
Yes.
Ronnie Trivet? Isaiah Grindstaff? Ross Garland? Travis Hill? Aaron Frazier?
Aye.
Kelly Collins?
Yes.
8-0.
Thank you. Page 62.
We're there.
Hey, we just passed the halfway mark.
No.
If we're at the halfway mark, we need another potty break.
Happy Mark, we're good there.
Abby is requesting a pause.
Health Department Fund 117. That is, this 169,
It is balanced.
balanced budget. Super. Your motion to approve.
I'll make that motion.
Motion by Mr. Grindstaff, second. Second by Mr. Frazier.
Does that have any raises in it?
No, this is just,
The 242,948?
it's 169.
Oh,
Sorry, I went on.
Page 63.
and who were the motion and second?
Second.
I was motion.
Yeah, Mr. Mr. Grassland, second by Mr. Frazier.
Willie Campbell. Patty Woodby.
Yes.
Ronnie Trivet. Isaiah Grindstaff. Ross Garland. Travis Hill. Aaron Frazier. Kelly Collins.
Yes.
8-0.
Yeah, we did.
We haven't done count Parks and Rec yet.
Page 69.
I thought we did that. No?
The Parks and Rec.
General fund portion.
Oh, okay, okay.
Oh, yeah, you're right. They did 123 as well.
All right. Sport and recreation, 123.
Is that 123?
Yeah, 123.
Funds 123 for a total of 125, $125,000. Motion to approve. Can I hear one?
I make that.
Motion by Mr. Grindstaff, a second.
Second.
Second by Kelly Collins. Any discussion?
Just curious what these funds are used for and.
That's what the Ken Goode was just talking about.
Oh, this kids, yes.
Yes. County Park and Rec.
Make a motion that we accept.
We've got a motion.
Oh, it's already there?
Nice.
Willie Campbell. Patty Woodby.
Yes.
Ronnie Trivet. Isaiah Grindstaff. Ross Garland. Travis Hill. Aaron Frazier. Kelly Collins.
Yes.
8-0.
Page 79.
This is to approve the general fund. Oh, it's school, yeah, there we go. General purpose school fund, number 141, for a pool 42,102,101.
When we hear our final
It'll be June or July. We'll get some numbers next week. May estimate.
43,288,022.
42,102,101.
42,102.
So we have, do we need to vote on this one now, or do we have to wait until they come in with their final?
Your motion to approve?
I'll make a motion.
Motion by Travis Hill, there's a second.
Second.
Second by Ms. Patty Woodby. Any discussion? Seeing none, you call the roll.
Willie Campbell. Patty Woodby.
Yes.
Ronnie Trivet. Isaiah Grindstaff. Ross Garland. Travis Hill. Aaron Frazier.
Abstain.
Kelly Collins.
Same.
6-0 passed.
Would that include the 3.5 right there?
No.
No.
Appropriation.
Okay. I'm thinking we'll pay
I
professional.
want to, but I
Yeah, they presented a balanced budget, but I think 3% for their paraprofessionals and 1.5 for their.
Yeah.
don't. And they did get a raise, paraprofessional last year
Mhm.
when,
Yeah.
employees did.
Okay.
Now, so I'm-
Take the motion for
That's a big jump. All right.
Are we in the short run?
I'll take a bonus.
All right, the central comments, what's this? Here we go, Central Cafeteria Fund, number 143.
Make a motion, accept.
Motion by Mr. Trivet, your second. Second. Second by Travis Hill. Total amount, $3,239,097. Discussion.
They want to transfer them
You'll call the roll, Abby, when you're ready.
Willie Campbell. Patty Woodby.
Yes.
Ronnie Trivet. Isaiah Grindstaff. Ross Garland. Travis Hill. Aaron Frazier. Kelly Collins. 8-0.
Uh, 107, Head Start, Fund 145. Motion approved. Motion approved by Travis Hill, and here's second.
One second.
Second by Mr. Frazier. $1,166,400.
This one won't include the 1.5.
Willie Campbell. Patty Woodby.
Yes.
Ronnie Trivet. Isaiah Grindstaff. Ross Garland. Travis Hill. Aaron Frazier. Kelly Collins.
Yes.
Motion carries. Thank you.
How many more votes are we gonna have?
General fund, debt service.
I think we need a break.
I think.
Yeah.
Break?
Yeah.
Break!
Yeah.
Take about 5, if you can. I thought these would come to the close.
Just chucking.
All righty, let's get it over with. Debt service. 111. Debt service fund, 154.
Yay.
All right. For a total, I guess, $2,022,700 as proposed.
Wait, that's not.
Where am I looking at? Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm really.
So we're budgeted in the payment, so if it doesn't go through, your full commission.
I was nervous. Yeah.
There's a, on page,
Yeah, like 111. Yeah.
One son.
That's what I was looking at with the bottom.
Yeah, but that's the revenue you got.
Okay.
One more item.
if we look at page 118, it has a comparison of the budget with the early retirement debt and without.
Okay, I'm really a fan of this. Thank you all for doing this.
Yeah, this is really good. It's laid out.
Separated.
Yep.
Grant sleep more than that. Grant sleeps more than that.
That staple though, that's that guy's a champ. He's holding on for your life.
Is that, I mean, how did you do that? I've got one at our work, like you hammer it down if you get it so thick. It's, I think that's worth it. Yeah.
I stood up and pressed all my weight on it.
Did you?
No.
Bang Michael's head off.
Do we need to appropriate some money for a hammer? I feel some animosity here, boss.
I think this would be a good sheet for running that, show people that if we pay off our debt, that we'll still have to keep on saving again.
So,
You're trying to get the number, right?
which
Yes.
number are we looking at?
So we're going to look at, for the actual budget, be 1.878498.
Yeah, okay.
Did you get that out?
1878498.
Yes, ma'am. I'll entertain a motion to approve. Debt service. Motion by Mr. Frazier, second.
I'll say it.
Second by Mr. Ron Trent. Any discussion? I think there may be talks against this when we hear it maybe Monday night, when we try to pass through.
That means we get to come back and find another $144,202 to put back in the budget.
Just be prepared anyway.
Yes. No.
Wait, what?
Oh, no, it'll be coming out of that service anyway, so.
Yeah, because this is a budget without actually making that payment.
Yeah.
So it will actually be
Surplus.
Surplus of 140.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah. And regardless of what they do Monday, it will not affect this budget. Right now.
Unless they approve it.
Yeah, now if they approve it, it will change, but what we're approving right now is just without the Monday's thing even being in there, so.
So what's the early payout savings?
It was, how much are we gonna save if we pay it out?
It's two, what do you take off there?
What did you know?
262, 462.
Yeah.
Page 117.
262 what?
469.96.
All right. Cribbit second, who was that on? Isaiah?
Frazier.
Huh?
Frazier made the motion and
Okay.
Trivett second. Willie Campbell. Patty Woodby.
Yes.
Ronnie Trivett. Isaiah Grindstaff.
Aye.
Ross Garland.
Aye.
Travis Hill. Aaron Frazier. Kelly Collins.
Yes.
8-0.
Right, the only thing about the rest I thought about is the juries and the registers. We actually vote on that yet, moving on reserve over to the budget. On the screen right here, the juries and the registers, where they're giving us that money out, we never voted to accept that. We probably need to vote for those, right?
Well, I guess it's the commission voted to put them out in the first place.
Yeah.
Reserve.
That is 25,750 for juries.
Transfer over to unassigned.
Yes, sir. And then the 3586 for the register. So we're taking out that reserve and putting them both back into the unassigned fund.
Yeah, so,
Yeah. That would be all we have, I think, to finish this out.
we need a separate motion for those, I guess.
Yeah.
All right. I think we need a motion to,
I'll make a motion.
I'll second. Motion by Mr. Hill, second by Mr. Frazier to transfer those reserves into unassigned fund balance.
We want to do them separately if it's okay, so say.
Yeah, well, yeah, the jury's, yes, I'm sorry. The jury's reserve account, 25,750 into unassigned fund balance. Any discussion? If you'll call the roll.
Willie Campbell. Patty Woodby.
Yes.
Ronnie Trivett. Isaiah Grindstaff. Ross Garland. Travis Hill. Aaron Frazier. Kelly Collins.
Yes.
8-0.
Motion carries. The next one is the register, 3586 from reserves into the unassigned fund balance.
I'll make that as a motion.
Motion by Mr. Grindstaff. Second. Second by Mr. Gill. Discussion. No, you'll call the roll. $35.86.
While she's waiting on that discussion, I'll believe there's a couple others that could do that, but
Yeah,
I'll let that go. I'll put-
yeah, there's, yeah, that's just not fair for certain office holders to let that go, even though it may not, still, just showing that they're willing to take out that.
Are you ready?
Whenever you're ready, yes, ma'am.
Willie Campbell,
Aye.
Patty Woodby,
Yes.
Ronnie Trivet,
Aye.
Isaiah Grindstaff, Ross Garland, Travis Hill,
Aye.
Aaron Frazier,
Aye.
Kelly Collins,
Yes.
8-0.
Do we need to vote on the tax rate? Yeah, that's. Yeah. Make sure I get that. No big deal. No big deal issue. So much. Here we go. It's like on, it's page 1 or 2, I think, page 1 in your packet.
That's that pretty little pie chart.
Yep. But this will be, to accept the tax rate, which will stay at 247. Of course, it breaks down how much the penny goes into each account. So I'll entertain a motion to accept that.
Motion to accept this tax rate.
I'll second that. Motion by Ronnie Crivitt, second by Isaiah Grindstaff to accept the $2.47 tax rate for 2019 and 2020.
Can someone read me the breakdown? Okay. Oh, is it in the paper? Okay.
It's,
Do what?
it's like the third page or fourth page, sorry. It's right here. It's got this pie chart. There you go.
Okay.
Well, this time,
You're doing a good job.
we kept saying add 0.5, 0.5, uh-oh, start figuring out.
Yeah.
I don't think.
Because he already had one sheet that already had it all calculated on, so I think it was only total about $60,000, so.
In the general fund.
Willie Campbell, Patty Woodby,
Yes.
Ronnie Trivet, Isaiah Grindstaff, Ross Garland, Travis Hill, Aaron Frazier, Kelly Collins.
Yes.
Motion carries.
Michael, what do we end up with? What's left in it?
Now, you remember, they've not calculated some of those raises.
That's with the raises. For the general fund, that would be with the raises. We have the 0.5% calculated, because that's with the 66. The only ones that probably didn't have the raises have them with the 116 and 131. I'm not going to go there.
So the only real major thing might be on the planning commission.
Good, mate, we get to be the secretary this month.
Yeah, that would be the only thing that could change the general fund would be.
Other than the sheriff's.
But yeah, you're right,
Medical.
Medical.
And that would be on the lower 30 page. Anybody wants to cover?
What is it?
I think maybe 7 and we're all with that in.
Okay, I guess that brings us to the close of this.
Do you all need to set another meeting date to review planning's budget when it's represented?
Yes.
So they're saying.
They're saying there's that Tuesday, right?
They gotta have it back there.
After the 27th.
We're on Monday, the holiday, right?
Yeah.
They're meeting on the 28th.
Okay. May 28th. The
Wednesday
27th
is
is
a Monday,
Monday.
yeah.
28th is a Tuesday.
Somebody said anything.
I mean, we can do it the following week as well, yeah. Yes.
This following week will be like right before we do the workshop, isn't it?
When
We do it on that Monday.
When is that workshop again?
13th, I believe.
Yeah, 13th.
June 13th.
June 13th is the workshop.
Budget workshop.
Just FYI, I will not be able to attend the budget workshop on the 13th. I have a training that's actually going to take me out of the state.
Well, you should be well versed on the budget by now, though.
That Monday,
Should,
first Monday.
but it's always polite to let people.
First Monday in June. June 3rd. Yeah, we'll have a regular meeting to follow that.
That's all we do.
That's gonna be 3 great meetings in all of June.
Tell me what.
The 10th is our regular schedule.
Yeah, and the 17th commission.
And
I mean-
the 3rd is the first Monday in June.
I mean, is it, we don't, I guess we could meet during the regular meeting, but we just gonna push it back a little bit. Is that gonna?
Well, that could impact,
I know, it's what,
because we do it on the 3rd, it gives them exactly 10 days to get it into the workshop. Well, a little bit, they could technically push it back, but
so basically, what we have on this May 28th published proposed budget newspaper, we're not capable of doing that now, are we? Yeah, so these numbers or these dates are, well, I guess,
Which ones are not? We have to take off now.
the conduct public hearing on that,
10.
June 10th or the 28th. 17th would be distributed. I guess we did that one.
Now, one year we did it before the commission at 5 o'clock. Because I remember nobody came, we came,
Set the tax rate, go to the public hearing on the tax
public
rate.
hearing,
That's
and then we had to stay around for 45 minutes till the commission met at 6. I mean, that's just an option, but.
I think you do June the 3rd. I think that gives you enough time to get everything in order. And then you have June 10th, you have your regular meeting.
Okay, so we'll set it for that Monday, then, June 3rd.
Would we do it at 5, or can we change the time? Or does that affect, I don't know, everybody's work schedule?
I don't get off until 5, but with advance. The only thing around that weekend is, if necessary, I'll make other arrangements, but my dad's having heart surgery on the Friday before that. So I probably won't be at work that day anyway. Actually, no, I have to be at work that day.
All right. Where are we staying here? Budget meeting, June 3rd?
Yeah.
Okay with that, and we'll
At 6 PM or?
6 p.m. I mean, that should be fairly short, I would think. I mean, we're just going to talk plenty. But I mean,
When you say that?
Well,
yeah, I'll
good
go
first
downhill.
I'll tell you what, Monday's full commission meeting is not going to be short, so just prepare yourself for that.
In charge, aren't you?
Yeah, but it's long.
Why?
I mean, there's 20 items on that thing. There's about 4 resolutions, plaques,
Presentation.
presentations, I mean, you name it. It's a lot of budget stuff.
Have to start meeting bi-weekly.
Yeah. The alarm one, Shepherd's 3rd.
What are we gonna do about somebody that takes the meetings?
Good question. Yeah, because we have found out today that Susie has decided to hang it up as far as keeping meeting minutes.
There's money appropriated, I say.
There is money
Yes.
appropriated to the court, or to, sorry, to the
Clerk's
clerk's
office.
office.
Yeah.
For them to provide a part-time person to take minutes. And so I would suggest Mary find another part-time person to take minutes.
We got to learn.
Well, I'm gonna tell you, it is very, very difficult to get the budget minutes ready on Monday by Wednesday when we pick our packets up. I mean, when I was doing it, I literally was staying up till
Yeah,
2 or
I can
3.
imagine.
That was the plus side of whenever Brad Johnson and Rules and Bylaws initially had a conversation of having her step in, because that would be her job. You know, she could come in, work part-time, have access to the computer, Mary's office, and be able to type out, you know, be able to work and do minutes. I agree. Whenever I do minutes or building around, Rules and Bylaws, or whatever, it's extremely time consuming. And I didn't have nearly the short of a term to get it back. Working a full-time job, that's right. But those monies,
Highway and this one, this Hill.
but those monies are in the clerk's budget for that part-time position. That's why those monies were set aside, and was given to her to do this. So,
Well, I feel like this is definitely a time-sensitive situation. I mean, it's not something, is it, who needs to talk with Mary, or how does that?
congratulations, Rose.
What about talking to
Ross, I guess that's you.
Uh,
To try to see what the plan's gonna be?
If she decides that she does not want to provide an individual, I mean, that's why she was given those monies. Those additional money should be taken out, those additional money should be taken out of her budget. We'll either look at another office holder,
Well, yeah, of
put it
course.
in commission budget and hire somebody if we have to.
And of course, Abby, she mentioned earlier, CTAS having, I guess, students or be kind of like an internship, or I mean, if we could pay them, I guess, with that money if necessary.
I'll let you know.
I think you said you tried.
We did rules and bylaws, health and welfare, health and welfare, law enforcement, rules and bylaws,
They used to see
building
that.
grounds. We had worked out an understanding with PCAT's business professional program to provide an individual to do that, and they ended up stepping out. It was actually very successful for about, I don't know, 4 or 5, for about 3 years, I guess, 2.5 years, 3 years. The only issue that we ran into is, their calendar is a school calendar, and so while they're at school, they come in, they do minutes, but then they would graduate, and then you'd have somebody new, and then they had to get used to everybody's name again, they had to get used to everybody's voice, and then you'd get a new person. It eventually ended up that the lady that signed the last time made the decision that there was no way plausible that she could do that. I think that they ended up stepping out TCAT altogether, just because they didn't have anybody that wanted to. I mean, it's a very time-intensive thing. So, I mean, I would definitely be open to having that done again, especially if there's a way we can pay them we wrote very nice letters as chair. Basically, this is your information, this is, we appreciate what you've done, and we recommended a bunch of people for jobs.
Well, I can speak with Mary and see if she's got, if she'll have somebody in mind. Something, we'll find out if not, Patty, on this year.
As soon as I read today, the first person I think was Ross, like, can't not be doing
If
this.
you could talk to her before the meeting, before the full commission meeting, and then if she decides that she doesn't want it, then that, at least you could let us know. Like I said, I think the appropriate budget amendment needs to be made, we pull those funds and put them somewhere else if she's not willing, can't find somewhere.
If we can't utilize TCAT, is it something that we just advertise for? It would be, get her to kind of retire, or I don't know, who would do the, I guess, the interview and taking the applications and all that?
All right, Ross.
Yeah, I mean, whatever.
We really need to start looking at some options because it's,
Yeah, you would really have to set down, very good, appropriate guidelines,
yeah.
what you would want to do. My suggestion at first would be to shop at the other offices and see if there is an individual that is, office proficient, that would probably do that. That would be the easiest thing, and then the next step would be, you'd have to shop it out.
Outside.
Yeah.
How many did she end up taking? I know she didn't take every one of them.
Just the
did she?
standing committees, correct?
She did all of them, but financial management.
Yeah, I do first management.
It was all the standing.
All standing.
You can't just type. I mean, I don't know how well your notes are right now, but I mean, I had to stop the recorder and go back.
Kelly,
Right.
Kelly, you gotta remember, also did this for a living.
She's got really good fast.
She's got that shorthand down.
But no, I do financial management minutes, and it takes forever. I mean, we have our meeting on that Monday, the first Monday now, and I still don't get the minutes to Abby until usually the day that the packets went out on Wednesdays. And it's just because of my normal job, plus trying to do that, those minutes in public. It takes at least 2 to 3 hours. You have to plan for that. Because you got to listen to the meeting again, make sure you don't miss anything important.
Plus, you also have to trust that person to interpret a factual representation of the meeting.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the only thing that concerns, you know.
Well, that's a legal document, so it needs to.
How much is the salary for that? What was the law?
The attorney?
I couldn't tell
It's
you.
an hourly, I'm sure, rate, but,
I couldn't tell you.
I think it's $50 a meeting.
or was it a meeting?
I thought she told me she was getting paid hourly. It was like 12 something hourly. I don't know exactly how to look, but,
Mayor,
$30.
rules of bylaws ask Mayor to provide what it would cost in order to do that, to provide for all the standing committees. At that time, you know, rules of bylaws, laws and all that, had our own, however, it was, you know, especially targeted budget, because of how important these minutes really are.
Yeah.
And then this, it was really expanded upon this go-around, this new election term. But, you know, it really was for all standing committees. I think that's, y'all keep that bill further and everything. I mean, and that is a lot, but that was what it's for.
yes, and that's where I think it ends up being too much for her, because I mean, could you imagine?
That's right.
Yeah.
It wasn't.
Building and Grounds has all four in one night.
But yeah, those are over and done with. Most of them are over and done with in just a couple minutes, but like law enforcement usually doesn't have very much.
I was under the impression it was just a couple.
It really started off as just the.
Or like,
Those budgets were
the
more.
generic duties.
I'm just writing up a generic one. Yeah, it's gonna have blanks that you can just fill everything in on.
Yeah.
Highway and education were already doing their own thing, and they either didn't know or didn't want to participate. And so we ended up being budget and nominating. And then, you know, whenever it was redone this year, Brad Johnson went and had a conversation with her and rules and bylaws so that it was all standing committees is what those monies were appropriated for. As their, I guess you put it as their duty, because they are technically the clerk of the county
The record
commission.
keepers.
Yada, yada. So that was what those funds were appropriated. Michael said he wouldn't do it.
So I'll get with Mary and talk to her and see what we can come up with. Hopefully she can reach out a little bit and see if there's some offices around here that may be interested. Anybody that you know?
I don't know, yeah, that's us, over here.
You know any retired court reporters?
Yeah.
Honestly, that'd be a good idea.
Make a motion, we adjourn.
That's fine. Motion by Mr. Campbell to adjourn, second by,
Wait.
okay.
Don't we have to have a motion to set the meeting date? I mean, I know we just tentatively agreed on it, but.
Oh, on May 3rd, or June 3rd, I mean.
We have a meeting on June 3rd.
I'll second that.
Just to make sure there's no.
Okay,
Do
that's
it,
fine.
let's just do it.
Yeah, that's fine, and of course, we need to get it advertised and all that. Don't we?
Yep.
We've got just enough time to get it out, so.
So, motion by Mr. Frazier, second by Patty Whitby. You have a scheduled budget meeting June the 3rd, 6 p.m.
Now or just bring it to you later? Do you have enough?
All in favor, say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Now, also, yeah, I mean, but before we get out of here, just, we've done a pretty good job, I think, with all this. Aaron Frazier's done fantastic, sitting in for Ray, we appreciate you being here. The new people that's come on here, you've done great. Learning curve sheet. Really appreciate it. Of course, we thank the finance department. Thank Roy, he's been here, he's always here for us. And Rita, she's hung in there the whole time. But commend yourselves, I mean, it's been long the last couple of months, Monday nights have been long days, you know, I mean, for 2 months now. And June's gonna be pretty much the same way, it's like.
At least 3 Mondays.
Yeah, so that last weekend, that last Monday, June, I'm gonna do that, so.
That's like order. Your law is over this time, held up. Done a great job.